to join in and do a live tomorrow or on Sunday, that I would jump on today. It's been a busy day with work, but I also just wanted to do a live for everyone. I'm actually going to London, and I am going to be going to Rebecca Campbell's event on Saturday, which is like an all-day event. So Sunday, I need the time, sort of traveling back and also just to integrate everything that we'll be going through. So I do need that time off as well. But we are here now, so we are going to check in to see, who's around and what questions have come through and answer some questions. So let's see. Just trying to get to my chat here. First of all, let me just see what's happening. Right. Come on, give me the chat. Okay, I'm gonna have to come out of this again and try again. So let's see. Go back to live. Okay, so yeah, I've got the chat now. Perfect. Right, so we've got Donna, we've got Desiree, and we've got Les. Okay, welcome everyone. I hope you're all well, all three of you so far. Any messages from Mark this evening? So what is Mark wanting Donna to know? Thank you, angels. What is Mark wanting to say to Donna at this time? So Mark is saying to you, first of all, I'm ready. And he's saying, I will leave my partner. And obviously don't take this as in he doesn't have a partner, or it's just an energy. I feel like an energy of a karmic energy. So he's saying, I will leave this karmic energy. It's been over since I met you. So it's something that he's been working on to release from his life. And he's saying, trust me to do this my way. So he's saying to you, he is ready to come forward and be with you. And he is working towards that. He's also saying to you here, I'm healing. And he's saying, I hate the silence between us as much as you do, but it's where I do my deepest healing. So he's also letting you know that during this time that he is quiet, he is also going through healing. So what else is Mark wanting Donna to know? What else is Mark wanting to say to Donna at this time? So he's also saying to you as well here, you are the only one who gets me without me saying anything. So for him, he really feels that you're the only person who really gets him. And I feel that other people in his life, whether it's family, whether it's, people that he hangs around with, they don't get him the way that you do. And he's saying to you, you're the only person who gets me without me saying anything. He's also saying to you as well here, I am so grateful I met you. Are you sure you are real? So he's grateful to have met you, and he's saying, are you sure you're real? The person that you are and how amazing you are. I thought this was just lust. I was not used to love flowing through me like this. So he's saying, he's realized that this is the love between the two of you. It's or the love that he feels for you, it's something that he's never experienced before. So he's saying to you, maybe at the beginning I may have thought it was just lust, but it's not that. It's just talking about the love that he has for you that flows through him in a powerful way. And he's saying to finish off, I'm in love with you. So he wants you to know that he is in love with you. He's telling you about this love today and that he's healing so that he can then be able to come forward to you. I hope that helps. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you all. If you are new to the channel, watching this for the first time, do hit the subscribe button. Good to have you here. And thank you guys for being here, for liking as well. It really does help the channel if you hit the like button as well. Right, okay, so let's go back. So that was Donna. Next, we've got Desiree. Hi, Desiree. Will me and Monty be together? Will Desiree and Monty be together? Will Desiree and Monty be together? So we've got the death card jumping out here. And what I really feel is that there is a rebirth that needs to happen first for the two of you to be together. This is about the death of the old him, releasing the things that have been holding him back, the fear, programming, all the things that he needs to work through so that he becomes like reborn into who he truly came here to be. And that is what is necessary for the two of you to be able to come together. The more he can do that, go through that transformation, that awakening, it's going to help him to really step up and be in his power, know who he truly is, and then also follow his heart to be with you. But this needs to happen first. So with this happening, then you will be able to come together. The other card that jumped out is the Queen of Cups. So you obviously hold that cup of love for him. And then, this is also about him feeling the love for you. And, he just needs to be able to face up to that and release the things that are holding him back, because I feel that this card is showing you that sensitivity, that emotion, that love that is on both sides. And that is what can bring the two of you together. However, he does need to go through this rebirth. That's what I'm really getting for the two of you there. So let's see what he wants to say to you as well. What is Monty wanting to say to Desiree at this time? What is Monty wanting Desiree to know? So he's saying to you here, I love our deep conversations. They open up my mind. So I feel that he misses talking to you as well. And he's saying to you, when we do talk, I love the deep conversations. They open my mind. And he's also saying to you as well here, wow, this is how real love feels like. So when it comes to you, it's something he's never experienced before. And I feel that he may struggle with the intensity or not understanding what, this love is. So he kind of pushes away or stays away, or acts in certain ways that result in him staying away, because it's all a bit intense for him. But he is saying to you, wow, so this is what real love feels like. And he's saying, you are so damn beautiful that I freeze in your presence and fear making a fool of myself. So that's what he wants you to know. I hope that helps. Okay, next we've got, let's see, where am I? Les, any love messages from Anna Maria? Is she thinking about me? What is Anna Maria wanting to say? Love messages, is she thinking about Les? What is Anna Maria wanting? Oh, jumping out there. So let's see what's coming through. So she is saying to you here, your voice has a therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. So she loves your voice. It has this therapeutic effect on her. And she's saying she could listen to you speaking for hours. You are like an angel that came into my life to heal and nurture me. So that's what she is saying to you. This is also, again, the effect that you have on her. You are so different from anyone I know, yet you feel so familiar. So you've never been, she's never come across anyone like you. And, and she feels that you're so different from everyone, but there's something so familiar about you. So I really feel that she feels this connection as well. And she is saying there is only you in my mind and in my heart. So you're asking, is she thinking of me? She's saying there's only you in her mind, so she is thinking about you, and only you in her heart, the person that she does love. So I hope that helps. Next, we've got Sumya. Miss B6354. Hi there. It's been a while. I hope you're well. Sumya, hi Sandra, I hope you're doing well. V has realized about me. What has V realized about me? Okay. What has V realized about Sumya? What has V realized about Sumya? What's coming through? Thank you, angels. Okay, so the cards that have jumped out here, I feel that, he feels that you are someone that he can really get on with, someone that he would love to spend time with. It's like that card of celebration. I feel that he sees you as someone that he really gets on with. So maybe he's realized, I don't know why, what sort of thing you're asking about him realizing, but, maybe he's realized that you're the person that he would like by his side, celebrate life with, live with, is that sort of energy coming through. And then we also have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a card of having all the things that you truly desire. So I feel these cards are showing you that he's realized that, you're the person that he could have that beautiful life with. This is about having the home, the family, the abundance, all the things that you dream of. So he feels or realizes that, this is something that he could have with you, and you can have a beautiful life celebrating together. That's what's coming through. I'm going with your question. So that's what I'm getting. What does he want to say to you? Let's get a message from him. So he's saying to you, I'm planning. And he's saying, I fantasize about showing you to my family and friends. I want everyone to see us together and know how happy we are. I'm so proud of you. So maybe that's what he's thinking about, that, with the 10 of Pentacles, having a life with you, being able to show you off to his family. He's realized that you're the person that he would like to be with and have a life with. And he's planning in relation to this. He's also saying to you, I'm growing up. And he's saying, I get attention from others online and in person, but it does nothing for me except boost my pride and ego. I'm stepping away from all that because that's no longer important to me. So, he's also realized that he needs to make a change in his life. Things that are not important, he needs to walk away from those so that he can then be able to have the life that he's dreaming of and desiring, which is that life with you. So I hope that helps. Okay, we've got a donation. Thank you, Zainab, for the donation there. So you're saying energy check of Gerard and his feelings these days. Didn't say anything since we met in action. Okay, well, let's do one thing at a time. Right, what's Gerard's energy at this time? What is his energy at this time since they met? Thank you, angels. What's Gerard's energy? Okay, so the cards that are coming through here, well, we've got the 7 of Swords, and this is a card of kind of, hiding away or being deceptive, not really showing how he's feeling, which is exactly what he's doing, because you're saying he hasn't said anything since we met. So I'm getting this energy that he may kind of be avoiding you in a way, kind of like just preferring to to not have to talk about, how the fact that you met or, anything to do with that. It's like he is keeping away, it's kind of like he's being deceptive in a way and, not really showing what's going on with him. But I'm also getting this energy of him kind of like, preferring to stay away. It's like he would rather just not have to deal with things at this time. That's the energy that's coming through. We also have here the Page of Cups, though. So he is thinking about you, wanting to tell you how he feels. And he is, it's something, this is about bringing in a message about the love that he feels for you. So, it may be something that you find that he does, just give him the time to be able to get there for himself. But it's something that he thinks about, and he would like to tell you how he feels. That's the energy that I'm really getting. But I also feel that, he is needing to find that balance. The Queen of Pentacles is about being balanced and grounded in your power. And I feel this is not quite there for him right now. So, after meeting you, it kind of threw him in a way, in terms of what does it all mean. And I feel like he was thinking about things a lot, and he just needs to ground himself a bit more. That may be why he is in this sort of energy of trying to avoid you, because he's not quite grounded and balanced, and he needs that to be able to move things forward. So I feel that the more he can find that being balanced and calm and grounded, he will then be able to come forward and tell you of the love that he has for you, or at least communicate with you about that. So how is he feeling as well? How is he feeling? Thank you, angels. How is he feeling? What's coming through here? So we've got here the Strength card. So he is working on finding the strength as well to be able to, to speak to you. And like I was saying, I get this energy that he just felt a bit ungrounded after everything, after meeting you unexpectedly, and it was all a bit much for him. But that's nothing to do with you. That's just about him and, needing to find, to get away from his own fears and the things that are sort of in his mind. So he is working on finding the strength, the strength to be able to approach you is what I'm really getting there. And it's something that he would like to do. His feelings are that he would love to come forward and surprise you. The Knight of Swords is about coming in unexpectedly. So he feels like he would love to come forward and surprise you and tell you how he feels. So he just needs to find that balance within himself to be able to do that and the strength to do that as well. And action, will he take action towards us? Will he take action towards him and the two of them? Will he take action? So let's see what's coming through here. So the cards that have come out. So we've got here the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands, as you can see, that person there, Joe Gerard, is hiding behind all these wands. It's like that card of, it's like his energy is a bit, it's like conflicting. There's a part of him that really wants to come forward, but there's a part of him that's holding himself back, whether it's the fear, and this is the card of being defensive, of not really coming forward and speaking his truth and telling you how he feels. So it's kind of like he is in this place of not being, sure of what to do. I'm feeling this energy of confusion in a way, so this card is showing that he may hold back. He wants to tell you how he feels. Sometimes he wishes he could just rush forward and unexpectedly surprise you, but then you get the Seven of Wands, which is about being defensive and not really communicating or moving forward as well. So in terms of action, this is what I'm really getting. And we also have as well the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is an energy of stalemate, things not really moving, whereby, he's kind of blinded by his own fears that bring in that confusion, where sometimes he may feel like he wants to come forward. His higher self is saying to him, go forward. But then the ego comes in and he tells himself all sorts of stories. And I feel that's why he hasn't said anything to you as well, is that energy of being defensive. So, unless he does get, as I was saying, grounded and, balanced within himself, he is going to keep being in and out because of this energy. So that's what's really coming through. So in terms of, taking action, I feel that he could do, he's in that place where sometimes he's like, I'm just going to go for it. And then sometimes it's like, pulling back, and he it's something he could do, but I feel like his fear is bigger at this time than what he really would like to do. But you've got the Two of Cups as well here. He sees you as the person that he would like to be with, to have a relationship with. So what I feel this card is showing is that he is going to get to a time where he will bring this in, because the two of you are meant to be together. He knows that he has this love for you. He wants that love relationship with you. He will take action, but it may not be at the time that you may be expecting him to do so, or, that's what I'm really getting. But he will take action when it comes to the two of you. I feel you just need to let go of the when that will happen. So if so, will it, you see, that's the thing, you're asking, will it be this month and all this? And I feel that you just need to let go of that, because he's as I've been trying to explain, his energy is kind of like in and out. I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna go, and then he gets really defensive. You had the Seven of Swords as well. So I will ask if it's going to be this month anyway for you, but I really feel it's important you let go of the when is he gonna take action? Because you can see he will take action, but it may not be the time that you want him to do so. So the cards that have come out, we've got here karmic endings. So there needs to be endings when it comes to his karmic situation, or things need to end. I don't feel like it's saying to you, it could be November could be the time whereby the end, the karmic situation has ended for him to be free to be with you. And as I've always said with him, I always feel that his energy He doesn't feel like it's the right thing for him to do, to come forward to you when he's not free to be able to be with you. Because all he's going to do is come to you, tell you that he loves you, or say certain things, and then he goes back again, and then you end up in a place of, why is he done this and all that. So he wants to be able to be there fully. And for him to do that, he needs to get out of that karmic situation. That's what I feel the angels are showing you here. So, in terms of when is it going to happen, there needs to be a karmic ending first. But you're being asked to hold your vision. Just keep focusing on the life that you're desiring with him. Holds that vision. You will be able to come together. So it's really interesting that you've been given November and December as well. So, that could be a time where the karmic endings come in for him, and then you'll be able to come together. But it's also confirming that you will be able to have a life together. But I really feel that in terms of time, of is it going to happen this month, you may be getting asked to just let go of the timing. So I hope that helps. I'll bring in some messages from him as well. What is Gerard wanting to say to Zainab? Thank you, angels. What is he wanting to say to Zainab at this time? What is he wanting to say? So he's saying regret. So he regrets everything. I feel like a complete fool. So he wants you to know that he feels like a fool with everything that has happened, the way that he's acted, even being quiet after you met. He feels like a fool. Regret again coming through here. It's all my fault. So he really does feel like everything is his fault. He wishes he could just change things, but he doesn't quite know how yet. This is what's going on with him. To finish off, what else is Gerard wanting to say to Zainab? So he's saying to you and I, we are a power couple. So he knows that the two of you together, you are this power couple. And he's saying your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. So that's what he's wanting you to know. And he's also saying your beauty is so captivating that I forget to blink. So he thinks you're absolutely beautiful and you're the person that he truly wants to be with. I feel like you're just going to have to let go and give this to God and trust that it will happen at the right time. Okay. Thank you for that donation. Back to the top. Ashwini, what is Amit thinking about us? What is Amit thinking about him and Ashwini? Thank you, angels. What is Amit thinking about him and Ashwini? So he's saying to you here, I'm waking up. I'm seeing signs about you and our situation, and it freaks me out sometimes how accurate they are. So he's thinking that, the signs that he's seeing and being shown, they're so accurate, and he's constantly being reminded of the two of you. I'm enchanted is all he's saying to you. I'm under your spell. You have taken me over completely because I can't stop thinking about you. So what is he thinking about? He's thinking about you. That's what he wants you to know. What else is Amit thinking about? Thank you, angels. What is he wanting to say? So he's also saying, I can feel all the love you're sending me, and it's electrifying. So he also feels the love that you send him, and he's saying to you is electrifying. Okay, right. I'm also just looking because I don't know if she's even here, but there's someone called Sma who's having issues with me seeing her. I don't see her anyway. If you are here, Sma, I suggest you ask someone else to put your question in because your name is not coming up. I don't see you. So I don't know if she's even here, but anyway. So I'm gonna go back up, and next we've got Miss B. Hi there. Should I stay with Vance, or is there someone else for me in a kingdom spouse or twin flame? I feel, you know what? I really feel that, this is something that you need to really ask yourself in your heart. Are you, to stay with someone, are you in love with this person? Are you happy in this relationship? Do you feel like this is where you want to be? Rather than asking someone else, come out of your mind and really write down the things about this relationship that you're in. If it's going to tick all the boxes of what you desire in a relationship, then, you're happy and everything is great, then, stay in it. But if it's not, then you need to be the one to know the situation that you're in and to know, if it's the right thing for you to be in there. Not even just, shall I stay with this person or shall I get out because there's someone else, it was kingdom spouse who's going to come. But all just for you being happy in the life that you're living. If you're sort of in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship, waiting for someone else better to come, then I feel that you need to really see, if you're doing this for the right reasons, because to be in a relationship is really about something that truly matters to you, not just something that you're doing for the sake of it. So just I feel you really need to ask yourself the question that you're asking me. Is Vance, or I hope that's how you pronounce it, the person that you feel that you are happy with and you want to have a life with? And if it's not, then you need to make a change for yourself. This needs to be about you, loving the self enough to know if something is the right thing for you, or if you're just doing it, just settling because there's nobody else out there for you. So I feel that is such an important conversation that you need to have with yourself. So let's just see what the angels are going to say to you as well here. Okay, so should you stay with Vance? Should you stay with Vance, or is there someone else better for you? Should you stay with Vance? Okay, so I'm getting this energy here of boredom. So I don't know if you're feeling bored in this relationship, and I just feel that for you to ask that question, there must really, there is something that is not right. Because if that situation was the best thing for you, you wouldn't even be thinking, oh, should I stay here or should I leave? And then, somebody else comes in, you would just be happy. So, again, I'm getting this energy of boredom. So you really need to have this conversation with yourself. That's the message that I'm really getting. Listen to your heart. What is your heart saying to you? Don't make it about somebody else, leaving this relationship so that I can then be able to have somebody else. You need to, to make it about you. That's the message that's really coming through. Is this the right thing for me? Am I happy in this situation? Am I just really bored, and am I just in this situation for the sake of having a partner? Sometimes it's much better for you, in terms of self-love, to be by yourself, step into your true power, rather than just be in a relationship for the sake of it. So that's the energy that I'm really getting for you here. So let's see what the angels also want to say. Again, in fact, I feel like that's what you need to know in relation to that. Let's see what Archangel Michael is saying to you. Thank you, angels. What message is coming through for Miss B? What message is coming through for Miss B? So you're being asked here to embrace your purpose. So, sometimes we may be getting guidance to do something for the self, and it says here, embrace your life purpose. I'm guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So is this relationship making your heart joyful? If it is, then stay. You don't have to leave just because maybe there's somebody else out there. If you're happy in it and you feel that, I am joyful, this is the relationship for me, then stay, But I'm getting the energy that there may be that boredom and just feeling like I'm just in this relationship that's coming in from you. And maybe you need to step out of that relationship so that you really embrace your purpose and start to do things for you. Do what makes you happy. Do things that bring you joy in your own life. Put yourself first, self-love, and and you're being guided as well. Archangel Michael is saying, I'm guiding you toward your divine life purpose. So maybe for you to be able to do those things, you need to just have that time of solitude, have that time to yourself to really listen in, to be able to do that. So whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So that's a message for you. I hope that helps. Okay. Right. So that was Miss B. Handle said, hi there. Will cards show how my life change after I get married? Okay. Will the cards show how will Handle said's life change after Handle said gets married? Okay. So let's see what's coming through here. Right, so the cards that have come out, you've got the Six of Swords here, and the Six of Swords is the card of moving into calmer waters, into a better place. So, I feel that it's showing you that, when you get married, you will move, you sort of leave a chapter of your life and move into a new part, or it's like a new experience, living a life that is different, where it's you and the person, the life that you're living. So yes, your life will change when you get married, because you are now living with somebody else, and but it will be better. It will be changing for the better. This is the card of moving to something better, calmer, more balanced, a better life. So that's what you are getting there. The other card that came out is the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a card of victory, success. So I feel that, you're being shown when you get married, things are going to work out. You are going to have the life that is, where things are working out, and, you're living a beautiful life. So I hope that helps. Okay. This chat is really moving in a crazy way all the time. So that was Handle said. I just need to find where that was. Okay. Victoria, how could you please get messages in regard to my journey with P, as well as messages from him? So message for the journey for Victoria and P. What energy is coming through for their journey? Thank you, angels. What is coming through for their journey? I feel there's another energy coming through here. Okay, so you are the lovers. That's the card coming through for you there. So, the two of you together, the love is there, the love is strong, it is protected from above. P is becoming the emperor, he's working on the self, becoming more balanced, stepping more into his power, and things are moving forward. So I'm getting the energy of July there. It may be a time where he comes forward, maybe to communicate with you. Right now, he is busy sort of working on the self, becoming the emperor. So, but things are moving forward. So there may be some sort of movement when it comes to him, in July. That's what I'm getting for you there. And what is he wanting to say to Victoria at this time? What messages does he have for Victoria? So he's saying to you here, you bring out the best in me. So you're the person who brings out the best in him. And he's also saying to you, I have so much passion and desire for you, it drives me mad. So he wants you to know that that passion, that desire, for you is really there, and it does drive him mad. It's like that lover's card energy coming through there. I hope that helps. Okay, Malapel, what's coming for me and Gemini and messages from him? What is coming for Malapel and Gemini? What is coming for Malapel and Gemini? Thank you, angels. So we've got here the Ten of Swords and the Death card. So, what's coming for the two of you? You're being shown there's a new chapter coming in. The Ten of Swords is about ending a cycle. So I feel that he's ending a cycle. Your journey is going through this time of rebirth. He is going through a rebirth, death of the old him, to bring in, this sort of him more in his power and who he truly came here to be. So this is what's going to help things to move forward for the two of you. That's the cards that's coming out. But we also have here the Queen of Cups. So in terms of the love, I feel that you both have this love for each other. He does have love for you, even if he is where he is. He feels that love for you. You feel that love for him. And I feel that it's that love that will get the two of you to be together at the right time. But in terms of what's coming, you're being shown here that there is this transformation and rebirth that's happening on your connection. So what is he wanting to say to Malapel at this time? So he's saying to you here, your voice has a therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. So he misses your voice. It has this therapeutic effect on him. And he's also saying to you, thank you for being so patient with me. So he knows it's taking a long time and he's thanking you for continuing to be patient. I hope that helps. Okay. Where am I now? Oh, it's really hard when this chart is moving everywhere. Okay, so next we've got right. Nokukanya, may I have messages from L? What does he want to say to me today? What is L wanting to say to Nokukanya? Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through from L? So he's saying to you, I'm understanding. And he's saying, I'm facing my truths and going within to become a better person. I know I have a purpose here and I want to be able to work on that. So he is opening up. He is understanding things more, that he's here with a purpose and he wants to be able to do that. And he's still letting you know that he's facing his truths, going within to become a better person. What else is he wanting to say to Nobukanya at this time? So he's also saying to you, you are like an angel that came into my life to heal and nurture me. So, for him, that's how it feels like. You are this beautiful angel that has come in to heal him and to nurture him. Thank you for being there for me when I needed it most. So I really feel, you may think, well, I've not been there for him for some time, but I feel this is more, when it comes to the connection and how powerful it is. The fact that even if you're not seeing each other in the physical, but, the more you're loving yourself, you're in your power as a divine feminine on your own path, you are actually nurturing to the connection. And I feel that's what he's thanking you for and saying to you, by you sort of being in your power, moving forward, thank you for being there for me and also having that love for him, just coming from the heart and having that love. He's thanking you for being there when he needed it most. So, being in that place whereby you are thinking of him just from a place of love. That's what I feel he's thanking you for. And he feels that because the connection is strong between the two of you. So I hope that helps. Is this live? Helen is asking. Yes, it is. Hi, Fighting Ferretta. I hope you're well as well. And then, oh dear. Let's remove that. Okay, thank you, moderators, for removing that. Thank you, Donna. Shagan, what's Saqib Latif think of reconciliation with me? Saqib Latif channeled messages. So what is he thinking about reconciling? Thank you, angels. Channeled messages from him. What is Saqib thinking about reconciling with Shagan? What's coming through from him? So he's saying to you he's excited. He's excited about it coming together, and he's saying, I'm looking forward to our future. So it's something that he's excited about. It's something that he's looking forward to. I just need to let the past go first. So he's not there yet to be able to have that life with you, but it's something he's excited for. And he's saying to you, please wait for me. So that's what he wants you to know. He's also saying to you, wow, in those clothes, looking like that, wearing that smile. So, for him, you're just amazing. Maybe he's seen a photo of you and you just look great, and that's what he's saying to you there. What else is he wanting to say about reconciling? Thank you, angels, or any other messages. What is he wanting to share? So he's saying, I never believed in soulmates, but then I met you. So, he knows that there's a soul connection between the two of you there. And he's saying, I never believed in soulmates, but then I met you and you changed everything. I'm a better person because of you. I feel more optimistic and full of life. So you help him to do that as well. And he's saying, I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel so safe and accepted. So he doesn't trust people easily, but he feels really safe and accepted with you. So that's what he wants you to know. Angel guidance related to your twin flame journey. So we'll get a message from Archangel Michael. What's coming through for Shagan? Thank you, angels. What's coming through for Shagan? So guidance coming through here get your power back. You're being asked to get your power back, and it says you have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. And sometimes we can give our power away to fear. We can give our power away even to your divine masculine, because everything that you're doing or thinking, it's all about him. And you are putting everything over there and taking it away from yourself. So I feel you're being asked to take your power back, to really step up into who you truly came here to be. Remember, you are a child of the divine. The more you're stepping up in your own life, the more that is going to help your connection as well. So that's what I feel they're saying to you. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. I hope that helps. Okay, next. Who is next? Helen, messages from the angels. What do you see for me later this year? So what's coming through for Helen? Thank you, angels. What's coming through for Helen? Message for Helen at this time. Okay, so cards coming through for you. We've got here the eternal light of love. And this is a beautiful card. And what I really feel this card is saying to you is that it's important that you really stand in your truth and in your power. You can see that holding that sword there, coming from the heart in everything that you are doing, and it's the eternal light of love. And it's really about you connecting to the divine, listening to the guidance that you're receiving, the things that you're being guided to do, because you're asking what's coming for me later this year. But what are you being guided to do, as your year comes in? Listen to that guidance and keep moving forward in relation to that. So let's get a message from Archangel Michael as well for you. What's coming through for Helen? So you've got here, step into the spotlight. So maybe this is what you're being guided to do, to move forward and really sort of step into the spotlight. And the message is you have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. So this can be what's coming through for you in the next year, for you to really step up into your mission or, your creativity, whatever it is that you are there to share with the world. It's time to share your wisdom. So that's the message for you in relation to that. But what else is coming in for Helen this year? Thank you, angels. So the other cards that have come out, so we've got here the celebration card, which is a great card. So, there may be something that you're celebrating, a shift in your life. If you're looking to change something, which can be celebrating whilst you are, stepping into the spotlight and doing the things that you're being guided to do. That's the energy that's coming through. We also have here the Page of Pentacles. This is a card of spiritual growth. So what I feel you're being shown as well is that, by the time we get to the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of change that has happened. There's a lot of energies coming throughout this year. So you are going to be upgrading in yourself. You're going to be growing spiritually, moving into higher consciousness, connecting deeper to the wisdom within that will help you to do the things that you're being guided to do. So that's the energy that's coming through about what's coming in for you. I'm just going to pull you another card from this deck. What else is coming in for Helen for this year? So you're being asked to focus on self-love. It's for this month as well. So this Valentine's Day, focus on yourself, focus on self-love. And then we also have here to follow your heart. So the more you're following your heart, this year, if you're being guided to do something and you listen to your heart and you take the steps to do those things, it's going to open doors for you, when it comes to your life. And you'll be celebrating things working out even more. So I hope that helps. What's next? Navuka, I think. Sorry, you need to speak in English because I don't understand. Ankush marry with Navneet? I think that's what you're asking. Will Ankush marry Navneet? Is Ankush and Navneet, will they definitely be getting married? Thank you, Ashwini. Will Ankush and Navneet definitely be getting married? Thank you, angels. What's coming through here? Okay, so the cards that have come out here. So we've got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the card of tradition. It's the card of, things happening that can be. I'm getting that energy. It's like, things that it's like doing things in a traditional way. Being there to I am getting the energy that yes, I'm assuming you're from India, so it will be like, a marriage in a traditional way, the way that you would be able to do that. It's like the coming together of the two of you, like a spiritual marriage, but in a traditional way. So I feel the answer to your question is yes. With this card coming through, I feel that that is showing you that yes, they will be able to get married. I feel that it's important to let go of the time or when it's going to happen, but it is going to happen. That's what I feel this card is showing you. But it's also important to really focus on self-love, loving the self, being in your power, and really finding your own independence. I feel that that is important for you as well. There may be some delays to that getting married. So, if certain things come in the way and it doesn't happen at the time that you are wanting it to happen, that means there are necessary delays. But I feel that the marriage will then happen, at the right time. That's what I'm really getting. Let's just get a message from Archangel Michael. What's coming through for Navakua? Thank you, angels. What message is coming through? So the message is, look at this. No, it is not yet the time. So if things are delayed when it comes to the marriage, it's because it's not yet the right time. So, but don't think that it means it's never going to happen. Not the right time means that the right time will come. So if there's a delay, don't start thinking, oh no, it's not going to happen. It will happen. That sort of tradition, it is going to come in, but it may not be the time that you are wanting it to happen. So he says here, no, it is not yet time. This is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. So the right time, the opportune moment for that getting married will come. It may not be right now or at the time that you're wanting it to be, but it will come. So I hope that helps. Okay. My chat is really doing my head in. Okay, let me just thank you, Yashi, for the donation there. I resigned my job today. Ooh, exciting, I suppose. So let's see. And so what is next for me? So what's next for Yashi, who's resigned from her job? What is next for Yashi, who has resigned from her job? What is next for Yashi, who has resigned? Let's see what's coming through here. Okay, so I'm getting the energy. What are you wanting to do as well? What are you wanting to do for yourself? What is your heart guiding you to do now that you've resigned this job? Are you wanting to do something different, something more to do with your spiritual path? Listen to your heart as well. What is it guiding you to do? And whatever it is, you need to let go of fear. So if you're getting the guidance to, step up and focus on your mission more, you need to let go of fear or feeling trapped that maybe I'm not ready or whatever it is. The fear can stop you from doing the things that you're truly wanting to do. So that's the message coming through there. And then we also have the 10 of Wands, which is about releasing burden. So it may be that you've released the burden of this job that, you've been carrying on your back, and maybe you've not been happy in that situation. And remember, when we release certain energies, when we release burdens, it opens the doors for something new to come. So I feel that there's going to be something new and unexpected. I'm not being shown what it's going to be. I'm getting more, maybe an energy of something to do with your mission, something that's coming from the heart, something that you love, something that is about helping others. But it's going to work out, and it will be unexpected, and it may happen quite quickly, or it may come in a very unexpected way through someone that you didn't even expect. That sort of energy is what I'm really getting. And the other cards that came out is the Knight of Pentacles. So, know that everything will eventually work out. That's what I'm really getting for you. It will eventually work out and everything will fall into place for you. So that's what's coming through there. Let's see what the angels want to say to you as well. What message is coming through for Yashi at this time? After quitting her job, what message is coming through? So the cards that has come out, we've got liberation here. So there's this energy of being free, freedom. Maybe you are feeling that I'm liberated from this job that's been holding me down. So you're being asked to be more in the present moment and really be able to listen within about what it is that you are wanting to do. It says here and now. Be more present, maybe pray in relation to what it is that you're wanting to do. Listen to the guidance that you are receiving as well. So I'm going to pull you a spirit animal message. What spirit animal is bringing a message for Yashi? So the cards that have come out, you've got the owl and the butterfly. And it says here, the owl is saying to you, learn to see and to read the signs. You are guided by a loving power. So, you are being asked to pay attention to the signs. In terms of what's next, you are going to be given signs. So be in the here and now and see the signs that you are receiving. And then the butterfly is also saying to you, there is no end, there is only transformation. So, whatever it is that you are going to be getting into is going to help you to go through even deeper transformation, learning new things and help you with your own growth as well. So I hope that helps. Thank you for that donation. Okay. Right. So this has really, that chart is not working at all for me. Let me try and work out where I was on here. So I did Nava core. Let's see. We've done Zainab with the donation there. Shannon, no, I don't see Shannon's super chat. It's no, I don't see your super chat, Shannon. Can you ask your question because it's not come up? Oh, Ashwini has also said that she can't see it, so guided by Ben Peeps. Hi there. Should I move on from the dude? Is he just stringing me along simply because he's married and simply scared I may say something? Okay, should I move on from dude? Is he just stringing me along simply because he's married and possibly scared I may say something? Okay, should guided by Van Peeps move on from the dude or from dude? Should she move on from this person that she's talking about? Okay, so we've got here. We've got the 10 of wands, don't give up. 9 of wands, don't give up. So, what I'm really feeling is that you need to really see if, again, I had this sort of, reading for somebody else earlier, but you need to really see if, this situation is serving you. Is it what you're wanting for your life? Are you feeling happy in the situation? Or are you just staying in it because, you just want to be with someone? I feel that it's important you ask yourself those questions. What is your heart saying about the situation? What is your intuition saying about being in the situation? Because if you're just staying in it for the sake of having someone, it's like you're settling for, just settling, and you really need to be in your power and loving yourself enough to not do that for the self. But if you have the love for this person and you feel that this is for me, then, then do stay. That's what I'm really getting. Don't give up if it is coming from the heart. But you're saying as well, he's married, is he just stringing me along? It feels like you're not feeling sure of this whole situation. And it's important that you do what's right for you rather than just be in a situation for the sake of it. But the message is don't give up. You know, you're obviously unsure of what to do because you feel like you're blinded, you're not really knowing what to do. And I feel it's important that you come into your heart, quieten the mind, maybe take just a day for yourself where you are really thinking about this situation. Is this serving me? Is this helping me to move forward? Is this helping me to be happy? Am I joyful in this situation? You know, ask yourself all those questions, because I really feel that it is important to help you to find clarity and listen within as well to see what answers you're getting, not from the mind, but from your heart. So easy stringing you along. Easy stringing you along. Let's see what's coming through here. So we've got here the King of Cups. So I feel that he does have love for you, you know, and maybe that's why you're being asked to not give up. He does have love for you because you've got the King of Cups. You also got here the world, you know. I feel that he feels like you're the person who can give him the world as well. So that's what's coming through there. And, you know, could you be scared that you may say something? But also if it's, you know, if it's that situation, do you want to be in that situation for the rest of your life, whereby you have to be hiding and keeping quiet? You know, you've got to think of what's good for you and loving yourself enough to do what's right for you. So that's what I really feel. So we're asking, like, is he scared as well? So, you know, I feel that, yeah, he may be scared that you will out him if he's not walked away from this situation yet. But the cards that came out, you've got the Six of Wands there. So there may be, you know, success in this whole situation and victory. You just have to take time to ask yourself the question, is this for me? And really come from the heart and be truthful with yourself. And really focus on loving yourself enough to do what is right for you. I hope that helps. Okay, so the whole chart is moving. Even this is moving as well. I don't know what's going on today. Okay, let me just try and find where I was. Oh, bear with me, guys. It's a bit of a nightmare today. I haven't seen Shannon. Okay, Shannon's message. Any message for me? So I've seen your message, your question now, Shannon. So I will do that. But I don't know why. Yeah, it's really difficult. I can't even work out where I was before. I don't know what is going on. Gonna have to bear with me, guys. It's not working as well as I would like it to today, unfortunately. Okay, this may actually mean that I may lose some questions here, because I will have to get off in about 30 minutes as well. So I did Nokukanya, right? Okay, hold on a second. I think I'm nearly there. Right, when past Zainab. So yeah, this was where Shannon was asking if I can see the chat. So I'm going to do Shannon's question now. What message is coming through for Shannon? Thank you, angels. What message is coming through for Shannon? I don't know what's happened. Your super chat definitely didn't come out here. What's coming through for Shannon at this time? So the cards that have come out. So first of all, we've got here, recognize the signs from above. And they're saying to you, angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. So you are being sent messages, you know, be in the present moment is the message coming through, and you are ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you've been contemplating. So if you've been thinking about making certain changes when it comes to your job or, you know, the work that you do, your business, this is the time for you to do it. You know, you are ready for more things to, you know, to do something different or more when it comes to your business. What else is coming through? A spirit animal with a message for Shannon at this time. We've got the Jaguar coming through. Trust your instincts. So again, trust your instincts. Find quietness in order to be able to hear your inner voice. So you're being asked to be more present, to find more quiet, so that you can hear your inner voice and your intuition that's guiding you in relation to whatever it is that you are being guided to do, whether it's with your business, in your life. That's the message that's coming through for you there. So let's get a message as well from this deck for Shannon. What's coming through for Shannon? Thank you, angels. So messages coming through for you here. Again, pay attention to the signs. So I feel that you are being given certain signs to help you on your path. Maybe you're missing them somehow. That's what's coming through for you. Valentine's Day, this February, focus on self-love. And you also have it is happening. So whatever it is that you are desiring, it is happening. So that's the message coming through from you. Let's get a message from your person as well. What's Shannon's person wanting to say to Shannon at this time? So he's saying to you here, I'm dreaming. And he's saying, I dream about you holding me close. It feels safe and warm in your arms, and I never want the dream to end. This needs to be my reality. So he wants a life with you. He dreams about it, and he's saying it needs to be his reality. What else is Shannon's person wanting to say to finish off? When I look into your eyes, the whole world stops, and I forget where I am. So I feel that he's missing looking into your eyes, and he does want to be with you, and he wants that to be his reality, you know, the dreams that he's having. I hope that helps. Okay. Let's see. So I've done guided by my peeps. Okay, bear with me. Let's try and see. Something going on with YouTube. I mean, even the chat is being quite strange for me today. So I don't know what's happening. So Shannon had an issue with the super chat there. Okay, I've done Navaku. And then we've got Amin. Hi there. Ima Libra. Small message for me. Sending you so much love. Let's get a message for you from Archangel Michael. What message is coming through for Amin? Thank you, angels. So the message coming through for you is let it go. And the message is this situation no longer serves you. So maybe there's a situation in your life that you need to walk away from. Think about it. What is it? Is it a job? Is it a relationship? Is it people around you? You know, maybe people who are causing a lot of drama, whatever it is. You know, something in your life, the situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. So Archangel Michael wants you to help you to cut cords with that situation or certain people so that you can be able to embrace your future. It's like it's holding you back. So you need to let it go. So ask Archangel Michael to help you to cut cords with whatever that situation is. What spirit animal is coming with a message for Amen? Thank you, angels. So you've got here the antelope, and you also have the panther. And the antelope is saying to you, you are all set to playfully explore the unknown. So you're also being asked to have fun, you know, to not take life so seriously, to really sort of go for things that you've not done before, you know, explore the unknown, maybe take yourself somewhere, you know, do things, new things, maybe start a class or a course or something, you know, you've never done before. You're being guided to do that is the message coming through for you. And then we also have the panther coming through here. Your soul is here to experience itself, unfolds your true greatness. So you're being reminded here that there's so much about you that you haven't even explored within yourself. You know, you need to be open to new things. That's what I really feel. Be open to new things, and your soul is guiding you. It's here to experience itself. So, you know, you're being asked to unfold your true greatness, listen to the guidance of your soul, and go for whatever it is that you may be guided to do, even if it's something new of getting out of your comfort zone. I feel that doing more things like that is going to help you to feel, you know, more free and even happier in yourself. So I hope that helps. Okay. Let's see who's next. Gayatri, hi there. Please, I've got my exams. You passed! Yay! I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. I've got my results. I passed the exam, as you said before in your readings. I'll be happy if this reaches. Oh, I honestly, you've made my day. I can't stop smiling. I'm really, really glad and happy for you. Congratulations to you. Let's pull a card for you, Gayatri. And let's see what message is coming through from Archangel Michael for you, Gayatri. So the message coming through for you is make a decision. Maybe now that you've passed your exams, you need to make a decision about, what to do next, or, where you are going from this situation. And he says, are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. So you deserve to be joyful, and you're being asked now that you have passed your exams. I don't know what's next for you, but the decisions that you're going to be making, ensure that you are prioritizing yourself, rather than doing those things for other people or to please other people. You have to prioritize yourself. So listen to your divine guidance that will point you toward your own joy. So, you're really being asked to do things that are of prioritizing yourself, but also things that will bring you joy now that you've passed your exams, and you deserve to be joyful. So that's a message from Archangel Michael for you there. So I hope that helps. Let's get a spirit animal message for Gayatri as well. I'm really glad that you passed. So the card that has come out for you is the elephant. And the message is take the first step towards your dreams. So, now that you've passed your exams, this is your time to take your first steps towards your dreams. What are your dreams? What is it that you would love to do, that will bring you joy? That's the message coming through for you. I hope that helps. Thank you for letting me know, sending you so much love. Okay. Oh, it's just moved. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and find where I was again. Bear with me. Okay. Bear with me, guys. This chat is doing funny things today. Let's see here. Okay. So I did Guided by My Peeps, because this one is cut off. So I think it's cut out a lot of questions. So I need to keep using this one. So bear with me. So I got up to Gayatri. I just need to find Gayatri now. Okay, hold on. So I've seen as well, Daisy, love messages, current feelings of R. How is R feeling? Thank you, angels. How is R feeling for Daisy? How is R feeling? So he's saying to you, I'm interested. And he's saying, I know you're focusing on other things and it makes me curious about what you're doing. I want to share your dreams. So he feels like he wants to share your dreams. He knows that you are focusing on yourself and in your life. And he's saying to you, he makes him curious, about what you're doing. And he wants you to know that he is interested in you and interested in having a life with you as well. Wow, what are his feelings? What else is he wanting to say? Thank you, angels. So he's also saying you're so different from anyone I know, yet you feel so familiar. So, that's how he feels about you. You're not like anyone else he knows. And he's also saying to you as well here, there's only you in my mind and in my heart. So, that's what he wants you to know. He's also saying your voice has a therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. So he misses listening to you speaking as well. And he's saying to you, thank you for being so patient with me. So he knows you're being patient and he is thanking you for that. Okay, so I've seen Daisy on here, I think. Let me just see. I thought I saw Daisy on here. Yeah, there's Daisy. Okay, let me try. This one is really okay. It's not doing it. Okay, so that was Daisy. Let's carry on here. Uh, okay, who's next with a question? S. Lila. Lee's feeling towards me, please. How's Lee feeling towards S. Lila? What is he wanting to say about his feelings towards S. Lila? How is Lee feeling towards S. Lila? What is he wanting to say? So he's saying, I need you. And he's saying, your love and powerful light guides me home. Thank you for sending it to me. I do feel it and I need it now more than ever. You give me hope that I can be happy again. So, you may not actually be intentionally sending him that love, but when you're thinking of him just in a loving way, he feels it. And that's what I feel he's saying to you. And he does need you, he does think about you, he misses you, and he's saying, I need you, that's the message that's coming through from him. He's also saying to you here, I'm frustrated. And he's saying, please don't pay attention to my moods. I allow my physical world to affect me more than it should. I get frustrated at my life and I know it needs to change. I'm working on this. So he's also frustrated with his life, the way his life is. And he's saying to you, I know it needs to change. I'm working on it. So, he can get moody because he's just not happy with the way that his life is. So what is he feeling towards S. Lila? What is he wanting to say? You are like an angel that came into my life to heal and nurture me. So you are really nurturing to him. The more you are moving forward in your own life, that's what he is saying to you. And he's saying, you make me feel like a kid again. So, you sort of bring out this giddiness in him, like, just feeling free and happy, just like a kid, excited. I'm getting, sort of butterflies in his stomach when he thinks about you, that sort of energy. And he's saying, when I'm sad, I look at your pictures and feel much better. So he loves connecting with your energy. When he's feeling sad, he looks at your pictures and it helps him to feel better. So I hope that helps. And then that moved again. Oh, it's really hard today. Okay. Yeah, it's really not easy. I'm so glad, Gayatri, that my reading helps you to stay motivated. It really makes me happy. Thank you so much for letting me know. Okay, I think, yeah, I've done Shagan. I think people are just saying thank you here. It's really quite hard today, guys. So if I do end up missing people, it's not easy. I don't know what's going on with the chat today. So you have to just bear with me. So I've done S. Lila. I knew I asked that question, it hit me. After I asked that question, it hit me 100%, Miss MB. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. Okay. Miss Satisfied, what does Jonathan have for me? What is Jonathan wanting to say to Miss Satisfied today? What's Jonathan wanting to say? So he's saying to you, I'm sorry. And he's saying, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. I wanted to be, but I was afraid of letting you down. So if there's been a time when you've needed him and he wasn't there, he's apologizing for that. And he's saying to you, I'm healing. I hate the silence between us as much as you do, but it's where I do my deepest healing. So he wants you to know that he is healing at this time. What else is he wanting to say? Thank you, angels. He's also saying to you, thank you for teaching me what real love is. So you've really taught him what real love is, and he's thanking you for that. And he's saying, I can't help mentioning you to my close friends or family members. So he's talking about you. He thinks about you a lot, and that's what he wants you to know. Okay. Yeah, no, Vince is not the one. So yeah, you do need to listen to yourself exactly there. Okay. Sa, Madam, current thoughts of Rizwan about our last meeting. What is Rizwan thinking about the last meeting? Thank you, angels. What's Rizwan thinking of? He's saying to you, I'm surprised. And he's saying, please don't be mad at me. I'm trying so hard to change. So that's the message that's coming through after the meeting that you had. If you're thinking, well, he's not really doing certain things, he's not really changing, whatever it is, he's saying to you, please don't be mad at me. I'm trying so hard to change. So what else is this one wanting to say about after the meeting? What other message is coming through from him? So he's also saying to you as well, I like sleeping next to you. So I don't know if you slept next to each other, or if it's just something that he's wanting, that's what he wants you to know. He's also saying to you here, your body is a piece of art and your soul a piece of heaven. So this is how he feels about you, your body and your soul. And he's also saying to you, I love you. So since your meeting, he's just thinking about how much he loves you. Okay. Ashwini, am I intellectually in phase with my teacher? Is the other student more in sync with what my teacher thinks? I mean, is she more able to get her more? Ashwini, I'm not really understanding. I don't know if this is even a question for me. I don't understand what you're asking. It's not a clear question at all for me to ask the cards. Lucia, advice on how to talk to a colleague. It's been over a year and she won't talk to me. Advice, please. Her name is D. So how to approach talking to D is the advice that you need. So you haven't spoken for a year, and how to approach talking to D. What's coming through for you here? Okay. So what I really feel is that maybe there is something, I don't know obviously what happened between the two of you, but maybe it is the best way to approach talking to her if there is something that you may be needing to apologize for, why she hasn't spoken to you. Maybe that could be the first thing, whether you'd send a letter or you drop her an email or you actually try and do it in person. I feel that it's going to be important for you because you've got the Eight of Cups there, and the Eight of Cups is about leaving the past behind. So I feel it's going to be important for you to approach the subject in whatever way you see best for you, whether it's writing something to her. You could write to her and say you would like to apologize if you need to apologize, and you would like to leave the past, things of the past behind so that the two of you can be able to move forward. That's the energy that's really coming through. It's like about you, talking to her about things happened a year ago and now let's move on from it. But, coming from a place of being, in the heart, try and see things from her point of view as well, whatever it is that happened, or even if you know that you were right in the situation, but it is really about you trying to see, because everyone sees the world in, from their own point of view. So she has her reasons to be quiet. She has her reasons for the way that she's acting and, everything that is going on. So it's about you being in that place of also being able to see things from her point of view, but approach it, in a way of really sort of wanting to apologize, or, saying that you would like to leave the past behind, you'd like to move on from that, that sort of energy. So I don't know how you'll be able to do that, but we've got the Two of Pentacles as well, which is all about balance. So wanting to bring in that balance into that situation as well is what I'm really getting there. And I feel it's important that you do that. But you're also being asked to listen to your intuition. What is your intuition with the High Priestess saying to you about the best way for you to be able to approach the situation? Would it be to speak to her directly? Just go up to her? Would it be to write her an email? You've got to listen to your own intuition, because your colleague and you know what happened. So how do you feel would be the best way for you to approach the situation? But I feel that, coming from a place of wanting to leave the past behind, and, but coming from the heart. So, maybe if there are things that you did as well, sort of, saying, I see where I went wrong, for instance, if that is the case, and and I would like to make things better, or that sort of thing. But listen to your intuition. So I hope that helps. Okay, so that was for Lucia. Now I need to find it again, find where I was again, because it's moved yet again. Yeah, it really doesn't make life any easier, all this. So that was Lucia. I think next we've got Jacinta. I've seen here. I'm feeling down since the full moon. Any advice how to get out of it? Okay, so I feel that it may be a good thing for you to maybe sit with the self, Jacinta, and really see why you are feeling down. You know, if there are certain emotions that are coming up for you, and maybe, you know, whatever it is that you're feeling, you needed to make time to just really feel why you're feeling that way. Where is it coming from? Try to see the sort of the root cause of why you're feeling down. Is it because of the situations going on in your life? Is it because, you know, you're feeling sad because of a certain situation? You know, I feel that you need to connect deeper to what's going on with you. You know, spend time with the self, spend time more in quiet solitude, you know, to really listen. You know, sometimes we get so busy with things that we don't actually feel the feelings that we're feeling, and we can't really name why we, you know, what this emotion is, why I'm feeling this way. And I feel that you need to be able to maybe start journaling. I don't know if you journal, you know, journal about how you're feeling. Why am I feeling this way since the full moon? What happened there? You know, all these things, start to put them on paper so that you see what's coming in from within you. Then maybe you'll be able to see why you're feeling that way, where it's all coming from. It needs to be more of work that you do in yourself, you know, rather than getting a magic sort of thing to pretend that the feelings are not there or you're not feeling down. It doesn't work like that. You've got to be able to dive deeper into it to be able to come out of it. So that's what I'm getting for you in relation to that, you know. And I feel you need time for the self rather than, you know, worrying about other people, even you know, focus on you. That's what I really feel you need to do, and it's going to help you as well. So how is P feeling about me? How is P feeling about me? Thank you, angels. How is P feeling about me? That's what's coming through for Jacinta. So he's saying to you, I miss you. So he's missing you. I miss talking to you. That's why sometimes we can talk for hours in person or on the phone. I don't want our time together to end, no matter how it seems to you. And he's saying, I wonder, I wonder, I want, I wonder. And then he says, I want to tell you how I feel. I wonder what you would do if I turned up at your door, expect me. So he's also thinking about speaking to you, you know, so that's what's coming through there. What else is he wanting to say about how he's feeling about Jacinta? He's saying to you, there's only you in my mind and in my heart. So he is thinking about you as well. What is this weekend bringing for me and mom? So what is this weekend bringing for Jacinta and her mom? Thank you, angels. So we've got here the chariot, things moving forward. So if there's something that you've been waiting for or things that have not really been happening, you know, I feel that there's going to be forward movement as well during this month, this weekend. But I feel that, you know, it's really important for both you and your mom, because you've got the devil here. You know, the devil is about fears, it's about the ego. So I really feel that this comes in the way for you a lot. You know, the ego comes in, it sort of brings in a lot of fear, and there may be things that you haven't quite dealt with, you know, within, and you may need to dive deeper into that. That's the energy that I'm really getting. You know, it could be fears, it could be things from the past, you know, and those kind of things come in and they kind of take over in a way, and you know, it can stop you even from listening to your own guidance. But you know, I feel that the more you can work through that, the more that's going to help as well. So that's what's coming through for you. What's coming? What else is coming for the weekend for Jacinta and her mom? Thank you, angels. You're being asked to stay positive. You know, the things that you desire will come in. Know that you are on the right path. So that's another message coming through for you. And there's something that you need to release, you know, release whatever's holding you back, the emotions that are coming up, you know, the maybe other things, it's not yet the time. Maybe, you know, sometimes you feel like certain things are not happening, we're not moving forward. It may not yet be the time because there are things that need to be released first. So I hope that helps. Megan, I just want to tell you that you pulled a card about going to a haunted house, which seemed random. But then a few hours later, the last person I went to a haunted house with contacted me. Oh, very interesting. That's really interesting. Wow. So that's what that was about then. Very interesting. Thank you for sharing that, Megan. I don't know if you actually asked a question, so I'll pull you a card anyway. I don't see your question. You are. I just moved again. It's really hard. Megan, Sandra, okay, so you told me this and I saw that. Okay. I don't know if you repeated that or if it's, I think it may have been repeated. Okay. Yeah, this chart is really doing my head in. I'm just going to pull you a card from Archangel Michael because, you know, it's really hard today. What message is coming through for Megan at this time? So you've got here, increase your knowledge coming through. And the message is education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. So that's a message coming through for you. And then you will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. So your angels are there to help you to bring in and manifest what you desire. And you're being asked to express gratitude as if your plans have already happened. So that's the message for you. You know, I just had, oh, you hadn't done a question. Okay. But I just pulled that for you as well. So let's just see. I'm going to see if there's anyone because the chat is just a nightmare today. I'm not going to lie. So I did just Jacinta. Just going to see if I missed anyone. No, I think I've got everyone there. So we've got Megan. Yashi, I've done your question already. You're saying, please see my question. I definitely did your question. It was a donation. I saw that one. Oh, sorry to hear your back is not, you know, it's painful, Donna. I hope you feel better. Look after yourself. A fight broke out. Ashwini, I didn't understand your question. There's something you asked. It's all over the place. I didn't understand it. Can you ask again? So I didn't actually answer that because it wasn't a clear question. No limit X. No question today. I love you all. Sending you so much love. Thank you for popping in. It's a nightmare. Vitael. Hi, Halima, 43 years old. How come Hamza, 38 years old, is distant with me? How come Hamza is distant with Halima? How come Hamza is distant with Halima? Thank you, angels. How come Hamza is distant with Halima? What is going on with him? Okay, so let's see the cards. So there are burdens that he's got. There's something going on with him, things that may be dragging him down. It could be at work, you know, you can see it's like he's carrying all those things. It could be to do with family. There's something going on in his life. You know, sometimes when someone is acting a certain way, we always think it's about me. Maybe they don't want to be with me, but it's not about you. You know, there's something going on. He needs to release certain burdens that he is carrying in his life, and that's what you're being shown. The other cards that also came out is the Eight of Swords. So he is feeling trapped in a certain situation. You know, he could be feeling trapped in his own fears. maybe wounding things from childhood, but also I'm really getting more something going on in his life at this time. And he's kind of like feeling like, he doesn't know a way out. And because of that, he is being distant with you. So it's something going on with him and his own life. So let's see what he wants to say to you. What is he wanting to say to you as well? So he's saying to you, when I'm sad, I look at your pictures and feel much better. So, there's something going on, maybe things that are making him sad, draining his energy, dragging him down. And, when he's sad, he looks at your pictures to feel better. And he's saying, when I look into your eyes, the whole world stops and I forget where I am. So he does feel this love for you. And he's also saying to you, there's only you in my mind and in my heart. So I feel he's showing you that whatever is going on, it's not about you. It's something going on in his life. That's why he's being distant. So give him space to sort things out for himself. And then I feel that he will be able to come to you better again, because you've got the Queen of Cups there. This is a card of having that love, and he feels that love for you. So he just needs to deal with whatever's going on in his life to then be able to come to you. Okay. I am Asma. I see your name, but there's no question. I hadn't seen you all the way through. Okay, now I will actually show you. I don't know if you're still here, but this is where your name has suddenly come up. But look next to it 3 times, and there is no question there. So I don't know if you wrote anything, but it's not coming up. But actually today your name is coming up. So I don't know what's going on here. Does anyone else see anything from Sma Sitole at all? Anyone? Because I'm not seeing what she's saying. I just see blank. So I don't know if she's even asked a question. I don't know if she's even here anymore, but that's what's going on. Okay. Is the other student able to understand my teacher thought better than me? Okay. Is the other student able to understand my teacher's thoughts better than me? I don't, it's such a weird question that you're asking, Ashwini, because, is the other students able to understand your teacher better than me? I feel like, if you're struggling with understanding your teacher, then it doesn't need to be, you shouldn't be worried or asking about whether other people understand them better. You need to find a way to be able to understand your teacher better. This is about you and your teacher. It's not about the other students and whether they understand better. You're probably able to actually see that in the class, that maybe they're understanding what the teacher is saying. I feel that you need to have a conversation with your teacher. If you're struggling with understanding what your teacher is saying, then have a conversation with your teacher and talk about it. It's about you and your teacher, not about whether the other students understand the teacher better. You need to find a way to understand the situation better. We've got the Tower card that has come out. So I feel you may be struggling in this situation, and you need to make a change of some sort, whether it's through having a conversation with your teacher, whatever it is, you need to to make some sort of change. So that's what's coming through for you there. It's a bit of a strange question to ask, but to ask the cards, but that's what's coming through for you there. So is the other student more capable? It's like you're comparing yourself to other people. Why are you comparing yourself to other people? Remember, it's not about you comparing yourself to others, worrying about if they're doing better or they're understanding better. You shouldn't be comparing yourself. You need to be focusing on you and you moving forward, with what you're doing in your class, not about competing or comparing yourself to others. So focus on how you can make your understanding of what your teacher is saying better for you, rather than seeing if anyone else, if you're doing better than others or they're doing better than you. I feel that you're putting your energy in the wrong place instead of focusing on how you can make a change for yourself to be able to understand your teacher better. I hope that's helping. Okay, I will have to come off soon, guys. But I see we've got Alex, Mickey Mouse. Will Alex come back? Will Alex come back? What think about me? Will Alex come back for Mickey Mouse? Thank you, angels. Will Alex come back? What's coming through here? So the cards that have come out here, we've got the Six of Cups, which is about the past coming back. So I feel that Alex will come back, but I feel right now she's focused on herself, working on self-love, finding her own independence, living her life, finding joy in her own life. But, the past coming back, she will come back. So what is she wanting to say to you? Thank you, angels. And she will come back, eventually. I don't feel it's going to be right now. And she's saying, I'm realizing. And she's saying, I know I've blocked our union and I know I'm really blocking myself. So she's blocked, coming back to you. And she is aware that she's blocking herself as well. So what else is she wanting to say? So she's also saying to you here, you're the only one who gets me without me saying anything. So you're the person who really gets her. And she's also saying, I am in love with you. So she does have love for you and she will come back is what these cards are showing you. Okay. I'm actually just going to pull some cards for Smile. I don't know whether she's still here or not, but she was there. And this is the last reading that I'm doing. So I'm just going to pull cards for Smile. What is Smile's divine masculine wanting to say to her at this time? What is he wanting to say? So he's saying, because your question is just not coming up. So he's saying to you here, I'm learning who I am. So he's saying, I feel like there's a reason we have been brought together. Like we have a mission together and I want to be a part of that. So I am learning my lessons. So where he is right now, he is learning his lessons. He's learning who he is so that he can then be able to come to you. He feels that there's a reason why the two of you got together when you did, why your paths crossed. And he wants to be able to work on his mission with you. He's also saying to you, I'm ready. I will leave my partner. I don't know if he's got a partner, but if he doesn't, it may just be a karmic energy in his life. I will leave my partner. It's been over since I met you. It could even just be his own fears that are holding him back. And he was saying to you, but you have to trust me to do this my way. So, just trust him to get there at the right time. What else is he wanting to say to finish off with Smart? He's also saying to you, I want you to be happy, even if that means being without me. So he wants you to be happy, even if it means being without you. He wants you happy in your life. He's also saying to you as well, but he is working towards a life with you. It doesn't mean he's not going to come to you. But, during this time that he's not with you, he wants you to be happy. I feel like I've known you all my life, yet you are so mysterious. So, there's something mysterious about you, but he feels like he's known you all his life. And he's also saying, I can't wait to see you again. So he does look forward to seeing you again when the time is right. So I'm just going to finish off now with the reading for the collective. So we'll get a message from Archangel Michael. What message is coming through for everyone? What message is coming through? So the card coming through is welcome abundance into your life. So you're being shown that things are changing for you and prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. So if you've been struggling with finances, you're being asked to have faith that God is going to heal your financial challenges and abundance is coming your way. So beautiful message for the collective. Let's get a spirit animal message for everyone as well. What message is coming through for everyone? Thank you, angels. So we've got here the badger coming through. And the message is to have patience means to trust life. Everything will unfold to your utmost benefit. So, it's a reminder for you to be patient. Even when it comes to that abundance that you're desiring, the love that you desire, everything, to have patience means to trust life. So the more you're patient, the more you're trusting life, the more you're trusting God, so that everything comes in for you at the right time. And you're being shown that everything will unfold to your utmost benefit. So everything will work out for you in the best possible way at the right time. So let's get a message from the Divine Masculine for everyone as well to finish off. What message is coming through from the Divine Masculine? What are they wanting to say? So they're saying to you here, we've got regret. I hope I haven't blown it with you. So they worry about having blown it with you and, with the way that they acted, because they're saying to you, I hope I haven't blown it with you. What if you have moved on? So, they are worried that you've moved on, and they're saying, I hope I haven't blown it with you. And they're also wishing that you were there with them. They're saying, I wish you were here. So wherever they are right now, they wish that you were there. What else are they wanting to say for the collective? Thank you, angels. So we've got here, I'm afraid. And they're saying, I walked away, but I intend to come back. My concern is, will you be there when I do? I was running from myself. So, they do intend to come back. And that's why they're saying to you, they are a bit worried. What if you've moved on? Because they are wanting to come back and they intend to do that. And they get scared that I hope I haven't blown it with you. And they are afraid that, they walked away and now they're concerned and worried that will you be there when they come back? And they're saying, I was running away from myself, not really being able to face themselves and the things that they need to work through. But they're saying, I walked away, but I intend to come back. So they do intend to come back. And to finish off, what I was saying, I've got to come off. I've been working all day. That's what I was saying. I really need to come off. I was just doing a reading for everyone. So to finish off, they're saying, you make me feel like a kid again. So, you're the person who truly makes them feel like a kid again. And they're also saying to you, I daydream of our future together. So they're wanting a future with you and they're daydreaming of a future together. Okay, what is your question? I really do have to come off because it's been a long day and, I see you've donated. Thank you for the donation. What's your question? Will he be able to overcome his fears and express his feelings? Will he be able to overcome his fears and express his feelings? Thank you, angels. Will he be able to overcome his fears? Okay. So again, the Queen of Pentacles energy has come through here. He needs to find that balance within himself. He needs to be grounded and he needs to, to really sort of find his own inner power. And I feel that when he does, then he will be able to get past those fears, because I feel he kind of sits there sometimes in, where they're focusing on the things that are not working out, his own fears, his boredom with the situation, his life. It's like he goes round and round in circles in his own mind. And he needs to find that balance and being grounded. And the more he can do that, the more he will then be able to, to face his fears and then come forward. That's what I'm really getting here. So the Queen of Pentacles, I'm sure, came out before. It's showing you he needs to find that being grounded and being more in his power. And the more he can do that, then the more you'll be able to overcome his fears. Because at the moment, he just gets lost, not just in his fears. It's not just his fears. It's also the situation that he's in, and that stops him. It's not just the fears, it's also the situation, because he can't give you what he would want to give you whilst he's still married or in the situation. So it's like he gets lost. It's not just in his fears, it's also feeling trapped in the situation that he's in. So he needs to be able to free himself from the situation. And also, the more he can be able to do that, the more he'll get out of being lost in his own fears and in the mind and confusion, and then he'll be able to move forward. So it's like a combination of things that he needs to do, and he will be able to do that, because you've got the Eight of Wands there. So the time will come, but I feel that it's just going to take a bit of time. It's not going to be, the time that you're wanting things to happen, but I feel that, yes, he will be able to get past his fears and then be able to move forward. So I hope that helps. So let's just see, Will he be able to get past his fears? What is he wanting to say about that? So he's saying to you here, please forgive me. And he's saying, it makes me feel physically sick when I think about how much pain and suffering I've caused you. I'm sorry for treating you that way. It was wrong and you didn't deserve that. Please forgive me. So, if he gets lost in his own regret and, going through things in his head so much, and that's what he's saying to you. He's also saying to you, you see me, you see the real me. That's why I struggle sometimes to look in your eyes. You see right into my soul, and that makes me vulnerable. So that's what he wants you to know as well. And then to finish off, what is Gerard wanting to say as well? And he's saying to you here, I thought it was just lust. I was not used to love flowing through me like this. So he really feels that, you've really brought him to a place of realizing what love really is. And he's saying, you are my lucky charm. Since I met you, I've manifested all sorts of things. And I feel he will manifest and bring in this love as well. But, he needs to find that balance in himself. So I hope that helps. And thank you for that donation. Okay, thank you all so much. Like I said, I won't be doing a live this weekend, but I will be back next week with some Valentine's Day messages. My new deck will be here as well. So really excited to be bringing that in. So have a lovely weekend. And thank you for being here. Those who donated as well, thank you for donating, for liking, for subscribing, if anyone subscribed. And have a lovely weekend. Sending you so much love.